What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 Songhai Old World. Well, it was originally the Old World. Obviously, we've colonised now, as is Great Britain, and now we've got satellites. You can really appreciate how nice Britain's colonies actually look. It's quite impressive. But yeah, it's going well. I think we're in a weird place. We're obviously not first in technology, so I can't really say we're the world leader or anything. But we are starting to take the lead in all the things like production, etc. This scout now has no purpose. Poor little guy. Goodbye, Mr. Scout. Actually, no, let's keep him alive. We can bring him home. We don't leave people behind. Apart from all those ones I deleted like a few turns ago. But ignore them. They didn't count. We'll protect this dude. Okay, this worker is now safe to go wherever he needs to go. I'll just bear that in mind. See, before, that was a bit of an issue. Right, we were really down on trade, so this is going to help quite a bit. Let's try and avoid routes that cross Ethiopia, because that might be where we end up finishing this series with some big war, but there we go. That increases our money. But yeah, we'll now sort of bring our units towards the Ethiopian border. I don't really know how you even go about this. Our border is so big. I don't really know exactly where the best place to attack is. So I'm going to be sort of focused in the north, but as you can see, it stretches all the way from here in the Mediterranean, across the Sahara, wraps around here, so it's even bigger than it looks. Like this is, doubling. If that was a straight line, it'd be like twice the size as what this is. And you got to this city here. I think we should be safe down here. I don't think you'd have to worry about them coming through here. So yeah, it's a sort of quite a wide area to cover, so I don't know where the best place is. I'm going to spread my planes out quite a bit. I think 3 per city, just in case, there's a chance we might lose one by accident or something. We saw it obviously with the capital at the start, so I think, 3 planes per city that sort of goes along the border might be a good sort of mix. Give us a good range. Now I'm going to see if Rome will help me. I'm obviously not too interested in getting this northern Italian city, and to be honest, they could have this one as well if they want it. I do want to get Thebes though, which would be a bit awkward if we lost that. I mean, again, happiness-wise, 38 population. Maybe Rome is quite good for the whole of the north, and then we could go after Rome instead. I don't know, but we are aiming. My aim is these 5. These are the 5 cities I'm interested in. I guess this one as well, actually, so 6 that we are interested in. But this is going to be a while. This is not going to start this episode. This episode will be preparation. We're probably building some more units to replace the ones I had to delete when the money was a little bit low. But yeah, I'll be moving my boats around, seeing what's going on. Obviously not triggering them into asking me if I'm going to declare war on them would be a good idea as well. But yeah, we'll bring some planes over. 3. Oh, they can't reach. Dang it. Okay, 3 at a time where I can. And obviously we've also got to get... Probably going to want to get some nukes first. I do have access to uranium, and I can build an atomic bomb. So I'm going to go ahead and probably just buy some. I have 3,000 gold. I want to buy some more planes probably as well at some point. Guessing they were going to have some anti-air guns. How much is an atomic bomb? 770. There we go. We'll grab one across the front. We'll probably have to use these like tactically, not just as a defense mechanism. We might actually have to be a bit aggressive. Hopefully not down here, because these cities are all very close. You put one here, you probably hit all of them. So probably won't want to do that. Choose this. Right. Artifact will be placed in the nearest great work of art slot and give 2 culture and tourism, or we'll give 1 culture per era. We're in the last era at this point, so classical is quite a while back. So we'll go ahead and take that. Got a new spy. Don't really know where to send them. Everyone bar France is ahead of us in technology. No, sorry. France is the only one ahead of us, I think, in technology, and some of these other guys too, but France has got like the Great Firewall, among other things. So I guess we'll just spy on Ethiopia again, see what happens, but it doesn't matter too much. Whilst Congress is gathering in 3 turns, if I find out they're embargoing me. World religion Shinto and scholars in residence. No, that's fine. And I'm not sure... Okay, there is a project ongoing at the moment. We're all going for the International Space Station. Obviously, some of my cities just building random stuff as well. France has probably just become influential over me. No, that seems unlikely, but their culture's obviously doing fairly well. Yeah, as I was alluding to, look at Britain's colonies. This is how they're doing so well, because they are right up there with France. It's because all these cities, 17, 18, 19, 17, those make mine look tiny. 10, I have 117, this is a 15, but for the most part, my colonies nowhere near as good. I mean, I say that this city is one of the best that I have. Like, mine aren't that, none of my cities are big, I just have a lot of them. Lagos 17, In fact, it's probably going to become the biggest at some point. I don't know if it'll ever overtake Nyeni. Maybe, though. Obviously, Cape Town is huge. It was at like 38, or it was also at like 30 something, I think, and we conquered it, or maybe it was at 28, but either way, that was quite big. Johannesburg, I think, was... Two of these cities were big. It was definitely Cape Town, one of the others. But yeah, all of our cities are more like average sized as opposed to just having some massive ones. Obviously, the capital we lost, so that's quite small at the moment as well. Just sort of sat here at like 13. Nothing particularly special. Right, I'm trying to bring these boats back. It's easier if I bring these ones back first because then it clears space for the other ones to actually go through. The canal that we built, or settled, I guess. You can't really build a canal in this one. Apparently there's a mod to do it, which is quite interesting. I'll have a look for that if I remember. I tend to forget. We need more reminders on these things. International Space Station is 48% complete. We've definitely got silver, but you know, you don't ever know. We're going for gold here. We're going all the way. There we go. We have a nuke. Just one for now, but that's all we need. And I will, once all the units are in place, we'll see if Rome is interested in a joint war against Ethiopia. I don't know if anyone else would be worth calling in. Probably not, just from location. But there we go. We'll move in. Move in planes, spread them out, reduce the risk of them getting stolen away from me, basically, if a city falls. Put another one in Lagos, and then this one can go to... Put one in Mabanza, Congo, I guess. Yeah, we'll just keep our units moving on it. Nope, don't use that by accident. I have nuked myself before. Autosave is definitely a blessing in that scenario. When I didn't know what I was doing, the first time I ever played Civ, I think I nuked my own capital. And little George, I'd say little, 15-year-old George, probably got very angry, maybe cried. I don't know. I'd have invested a lot of hours. That was my first game as the Songhai. My first ever game of Civ. I did manage to right-click too fast with a nuke, and boom, my own capital decimated. Of course, I went back. I was never gonna let that one fly. Definitely went back on that one. 46% complete. Let's see what it gets up to this turn. 51. So it's going up at about 5-6% a turn, which is not a huge amount, but hopefully. I don't know what it means by production from scientists and production from engineers. Like what? I assume that means it's like related to specialists, but I didn't know they had their own, distinctive types or anything. Spices, copper, crab. Now someone did spices, copper, and crab, right? Copper, crab, wine, sugar, spices, ivory, gold. Now I messed up and actually gave it to them for 4 gold per turn. So 3 add 4 is 7 times 7, 49 gold per turn. That worked. Instead of 4 gold per turn. I gave him a bargain last time, but there we go. We deal away. We'll now be gaining 49 gold per turn from Babylon. Although it says 4 again, so maybe I've been screwed over again. Hopefully it updates next turn. Doesn't matter if not. It's whatever. We had like 5 of every resource. But I would appreciate the 49. Maybe it just gets rid of the second digit. Maybe you can't put it in the double digits. I don't know. The Jar has denounced me. Oh no. How scary. I haven't really done much with them. They're very far away. I haven't really been involved with them. I mean, we're getting closer to them, in the Pacific, in California, sort of around that area. But yeah, nothing special. Nothing really close or anything. Plenty of rocket artillery coming along. Again, it's going to be very patchy. We don't have a huge number of units to cover this border, so I don't really know how the war would pan out. And yeah, it's going to be very spread out. I don't know if focusing in one area is good or sort of dragging out the war of attrition strategy we've been using the whole time. Just sort of dragging that out to the extreme. I don't know if that would work. Just sitting back, killing all their units, and then moving in. This will be a very different kind of war to all the previous wars we've fought. But at least we'll have some naval support. I don't know if it'll be the most, but yeah, it's going to be a fun one. It's going to be a challenge. We could definitely get absolutely smashed out of the park, but it's a good way to end the series regardless, I think. With a few units just coming over. They have so much stuff. Just I hope that isn't everything. I mean, I hope that is everything they have, because it's going to be scary. I mean, Info Addicts, what are they telling me? That is score. We've had a huge jump into first place. But World Factbook, do now lead in production. Military manpower, we are 4th now, but we're still quite a bit behind Ethiopia. Technology, we're 2 behind as well. Science output, though, I believe we are now massively in first place. So we should be catching up. But obviously, number of cities, we have a lot more, so it doesn't necessarily work that way. Just because we have this giant output of science doesn't mean a whole lot. Hopefully this 68% will be nice. Nearly completed for the International Space Station. Missed out on the meme number. That's good. Right, 9 trade. Are we getting 4? Yeah, I think we got screwed again on that trade deal. Even worse this time. Babylon, you will pay for this. Actually, Babylon could help against Ethiopia too. See if they're interested. I'll see if I could pay someone. Just like a big upfront sum. I don't think Babylon would do it just because they're probably not strong enough. But maybe a Rome. If you offered them enough money, I don't see why not. But yeah, we don't need everything. They can keep the East Coast and have this sliver. That is fine. We just want North Africa. Pretty much. Or at least like north of this bit. I don't want this city. I don't want the capital. That's too much. But yeah, we'll take the other ones. If I can. See, it's not a foregone conclusion yet that this will be amazingly successful. But here we go. Our boats heading on back. All of them. Hopefully they've not knowing the spies in this game, someone's been told that there's a naval invasion coming their way. Hopefully it's not Ethiopia. But there we go. We cross the Atlantic pretty stealthily. Put another destroyer here. See if we can match up to Italy. Because they've got a lot of boats over there, which is a little scary. I was worried we didn't have anti-air guns. I remember to have a ton of mobile SAMs now. Or a couple of mobile SAMs, which is useful. Right, scholars in residence. Yes. No. We're not following Shinto. I don't know what ours is. Ours is like a divide of Catholicism and Protestantism, I think. Different areas. Yeah, it's a bit of a mix of the two. No real solid religion. India v Siam, France v Siam. India v Siam is probably quite big. Oh wow, Delhi 37. There are some huge cities in this world. Not so many in Europe. Europe's a bit smaller, more reasonable. They're all like average sized. 15 for these 4. Well, what if I throw in crab, cotton and ivory? 3, 7, again, 49. Now is this going to work? No, it changes back to 15. 49. Can you not do 49? Yeah, it did 15 anyway. So that is, you can't obviously change the money amount. That's annoying. But there you go. If you ever wondered why your deals weren't working, apparently you can't change the actual amount of money. That sucks. It doesn't matter too much. I'm not particularly bothered about it. We still have 6 happiness. It's floating on the edge. That's not so good. Especially since we're trying to go after, Ethiopia is the most populated country in the world, so it would put us into first if we were to successfully go after them, I guess. So we'll see what sort of outcome this leads to. These boats will also need to heal, so like I said, it's going to be a little while still before this gets beginning. We're going to have to get Rome interested. I have to save some gold up to convince them as well. Is there anywhere we could initially annoy them with some great generals? Just steal away salt? No. Not particularly the customs house is maybe interesting, but not really. We actually have the oil well somehow. Nice. Bring some more rocket artilleries towards the coast. Or coast border. Just to protect ourselves. We can have some land ships for some hit and run attacks. Nice. We've got an infantry. Just for whatever reason we might need it. No, 9 turns left on their denouncement of us. Right. Did anything big happen? Yes, 20% off tech that have already been discovered by France. So 20% off all technology for everyone, effectively. Ethiopia is already embargoed, so let's not do that. Let's go with I'm running out of things to do here. Embargo city-states. Standing army tax, and no one's happy with that. Cultural heritage sites. France would like that. Some would be angry. Natural wonders provide 5 culture. I mean, that doesn't really hurt anyone. And I think, do we have any natural wonders? Not out this way. We have the Rock of Gibraltar, so that's 1. And then, if I remember correctly, we have 2 in South America. We have El Dorado and Cerro de Potosi. I don't think we have any in any of these other cities, though. We could get Krakatoa, in theory, eventually, but we don't have it at the moment. 38 oil. Aluminium. We can get more oil. But that will be it for this episode. So as always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe as well if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.